Hello dear students, this is the second lesson for functions for A levels. In the last lesson, we learned few things regarding functions. Number one was the evaluation of a function for a given value of x. Number two was the composition of function, and number three was finding inverse of a function, and number four was the graph of a function. Now, today's class we are going to learn the relation between function and its inverse graph. Relation between graph of a function and its inverse. Let us start. I have taken one function f of x is equal to x plus 1 and also written its inverse, which is f inverse of x is equal to x minus 1 over 2. I will just find some values for f of x. Let us find f of 1. This will be 2 into 1 plus 1, 3. F of 2. F of 2 is equal to 2 into 4 plus 2 into 2, 4 plus 1, 5. F of 3. 2 into 3, 6 plus 1, 7. And f of 4, which is equal to 9. Similarly, I am finding the value of f inverse at x is equal to 3, which is equal to 1. F inverse 5 is equal to 5 minus 1, 4 over 2, 2. F inverse of 7 is equal to 7 minus 1, 6 over 2, 3. And F inverse of 9 is equal to 4. You see over here the relation. F of 1 is 3, F inverse of 3 is 1. So that is why they are inverse of each other. Let us plot and see the graph of f and f inverse on the same axis. Look over here. This is the graph of f of x and this is the graph of f inverse of x. See this point? This point is 0, 1 and this point is 1, 0. Definitely 0, 1 and 1, 0 are inverse of each other. Then we have point 1, 3 and 3, 1. This is the line y is equal to x. It passes through region. This point is 0, 0, this point is 1, 1, this point is 2, 2, this point is 3, 3, this point is 4, 4. The equation of line is equal to y is equal to x. At every point y and x are equal. And look at these points 1 and 0 and 0, 1. The line joining these 2 points crosses the y-axis, crosses the y is equal to x line, and this intersection of this line and this line segment is midpoint of this line segment. This distance and this distance is same. Similarly, if we join these 2 points 1, 3 and 3, 1, again the point of intersection of this line segment and y is equal to x line is midpoint of this line segment. So we say this y is equal to f inverse of x and y is equal to f of x. These two graphs are symmetric about y is equal to x line. Remember, function and its inverse graph are image of each other about y is equal to. If we take this y is equal to x, y is equal to x line as mirror, these two graphs are image of each other in that mirror. So it's very easy for us to find the graph of a inverse function if we know its function's graph. Let us take another example. This is function 7x minus 9. This is its inverse x plus 9 over 7. And this is the graph. This is y is equal to x line. And these two graphs are image of each other. See, This is the graph of suppose function. In this region, it is above this line y is equal to x, and its inverse is below the line y is equal to x, and they are in image of each other. Similarly, beyond this is the function's graph and this is its inverse graph. They are again the inverse of each other. So I can say, if I have a graph, suppose this shape, and I want to find the inverse graph of this, so I will draw y is equal to x line, and I will take the image of this graph about this line to find this inverse. This dotted line is the graph of inverse of this function, this dotted curve. So function and their graph. Similarly, suppose this is a function and this is line y is equal to x. So what will be its inverse graph? It will be from this point to this, it will be like this, image of this segment, and after that it will be like this, the image of this segment. So they are inverse of each other. Similarly, you see over here, this is graph of a function whose 2 points are, this is -1, 0 and this is 0, 1. Inverse of -1 is 0, 0, -1, and inverse of 0, 1 is 1, 0. This is y is equal to x line. This light gray line is the graph of function and this black line is graph of its inverse, and you can see y is equal to x is its axis of symmetry. Graph on the both side of this are image of each other. Same is case over here. This is the function's graph, y is equal to f of x, and this is its inverse graph, y is equal to f inverse of x, and you can see that both of these graphs are symmetric about, both these are symmetric about this y is equal to x line. This is image of this and this is image of this. So function and their inverses are, if they are plotted on the same axis, y is equal to x line is the axis of symmetry of the two graphs. I hope this would be very clear. In many past year questions, we will use this concept to answer some questions. This was a very short lesson. It concludes our theoretical concept building process for functions. We linked it with O-levels class. You can go and scroll and watch the videos over there for functions. But if for A-levels, we again recalled our few concepts of functions evaluation, its composition, finding its inverse, and graph of function and its inverse. Also, we discussed few things regarding quadratic functions range. I hope this would be very sufficient. In next class, we will solve some miscellaneous, in next few lessons, we will solve some miscellaneous questions to get prepared for past year exams like question. Dear students, please subscribe my channel to get timely notified about the upcoming videos. Stay tuned. Allah Hafiz.